Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Arcanic Sunday Funday, and this Sunday is surely going to be exciting because we are heading towards four absolute, what can you say? Absolutely insane games we're heading towards. And we're starting off with Erangel. As always, first game is highly anticipated, and which team is going to get their hands on winner chicken dinner, we'll have to see. Some big names in the lobby. Team Alliance showing up, and we'll be having our eyes on Team Alliance too. Let's see what they can bring to the table in this first game, the first circle, completely favoring the southwestern regions of Erangel map, so it will be a chaotic ending. But Team INF Esports, as they're heading towards Fairy Pier, I guess Circle will keep on favoring them, so they'll have to just keep on defending their compound continuously. K4W, they've changed their drop location maybe, because usually they used to head towards Pachinki, but now they've dropped near Quarry. Jungly, immediately after dropping, he'll be getting a frag there. So Mystic Esports starting off really early. They'll be heading towards Rozok. And they are fighting right now Team 4Q Nepal. And there's a retaliation coming in too. And quite separated right now, Mystic Esports says, alright, Leo Boy is taking the charge and leading his team from front. But for now, players are retreating. They're trying to fall back a bit. And Sexy AOG has a flank angle there, so maybe Mystic Esports can surround Team 4Q Nepal from two different directions. Okay, for W Hennessy getting knocked out. Fight coming in from Quarry, but knocks in. Can he change the direction of this fight? Well, he's a move again with that S hook in. He's so much low. He goes for the jump shot and gets knocked out. Sanskar is way behind. Wii Sports, even he's way behind. So both these players, I guess, now are gonna head towards the safe areas, because stretching this fight anymore is gonna be a bad decision. We are gonna head towards blockbuster games, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the beginning. There's a lot to come. And peak action from the initial stages, that's a huge drop clash. And even Team FT is gonna show up for that third party. Team Gunx is pretty much close. They're in Boatyard. And even 21 Guns, they might check out Rozok when they start moving. But I'm quite surprised. Two teams have headed towards Kameshki. Two teams fighting in Kameshki. That's big surprise. And maybe knocking down Ruthless there. So Team Alliance, the good start. Team Alliance getting off the mark. Mouse Soren in a huge amount of trouble. The first game of the Sunday Funday Grand Finals didn't start as per to their expectations. But it's absolutely fine, you can retaliate. The deal hasn't been sealed yet. Evilla is so much low that Grenade was right on target. Caustic shows up too. And this fight will happen now in this small warehouse. Mouse Soren is trying to catch up the pace. They're trying to close in. Evilla was so much low there. Doesn't have enough amount of healings to heal herself or himself. I don't know. Evilla is a guy player or a girl gamer. But maybe he's taking so much risk. He's closing in. You want to take down Weezy. Kane shows up and maybe has a really good idea about the position of his opponents. He's well aware there. Zabs knocks down Pain. Weezy takes down Caustic. Maybe flushes out his opponent. Zabs finishes Pain. And Mouse Soren, they're just down to one player. Weezy's out of this game too. So Eilish is the last player surviving. And Mouse Soren not completely participating in this fight. And maybe Eilish will head towards the safe area now, as he knows it's a 1v4 battle. And heading towards the safe areas will be a better decision. But he's trying to just create some weird angles. He's trying to surprise Team Alliance. Team 19, Team MVP, they're going to close in for the third party. Maybe takes down Eilish. That's a great 1v3 happening there. Potion is keeping an eye on Team Alliance, but won't find an angle an opportunity to deal that spray. But Potion! Wow, I wasn't expecting that from him. And Potion knocking down two players at a time. Will you go for a 1v3? MVP Esports is quickly going to close in here, because this is where you can pin down Team Alliance. And this kind of opening in a fight is very much crucial, and they've got it. So they have to end this fight now on a positive note. But those are going to be some easy reps. The Evila hasn't been revived yet. And Team Alliance, maybe they're struggling with healings as well. So Team MVP can take advantage of this third party. And Team Alliance must not be expecting this third party happening near Kamishki. Even the drop clash happening in Kamishki, they must not be expecting. And MVP Esports shows up out of nowhere. It's such a great setup that is by Team MVP. They wouldn't allow Team Alliance to move ahead or head towards the circle. Team Alliance might need to lend in their rotation a lot. They might need to grab the long way and head towards the circles. Clips from the sidelines, knocks down Sabs. Alliance down to 3. They'll be taking a taste of their own medicine. Maybe gets knocked out too. Evela and Caustic is the two surviving. MVP Esports might now quickly rush in and put an end to this fight and pull off a monumental upset. Eliminating Team Alliance right in the initial stages, this is something we rarely see. Circle is the problem here. The blue zone is the problem. And as I said, Team MVP Esports might quickly rush. Lions Esports, huge pressure on these two players. Orja gets knocked out. Caustic in a sandwich situation. Gets knocked out too. Evila with that pump shotgun, almost! Pulled off a clutch. But Team MVP survives, and elimination will be faced by Team Alliance. So 4 early eliminations coming in for Team MVP and a great start. And on 19th position, elimination will be faced by Team Alliance. Being buried here in Kameshki. That's a problem. And now they have to focus on the upcoming game. By the way, second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for a northeastern shift. And teams are accumulating in the center of this circle. Absolutely. And we all know the kind of circle this is. Mostly the center of the circle will be prioritized by the upcoming shifts to team. So teams are being very much smart here with their map study or the circle study. And IGLs now, they have to make some quick decisions. Even Team AG, they will be fighting right at the center. It's going to be a 4v2 fight, so they don't have to worry. Just two opponents in front of them. Alpha makes a blunder and gets knocked out, but Amrit IGL finishes it in style. Elimination for Team 8. They'll be getting eliminated on 18th position. So now the sweet spot has been secured by Team AG, but is Team 10, G4K Esports, are they going to close in? Are they interested in this fight? They'll have to take risk. But I mean, they can be satisfied with the position they are having right now. But you can eliminate the closest threat. You can eliminate the closest opponent, and still G4K hasn't secured any eliminations. So maybe they'll think about initiating that fight with Team AG, but they need some openings here. Just randomly pushing in won't do the job for them. And pretty quickly we witnessed the second shift of the circle too. By the way, FT Esports, they are moving parallel to Team ZNT. And Krish went in too much close. And those shots coming in, his vehicle is being damaged there. And he'll be quite lucky that the back tire didn't get punctured. Or if that would have happened, then probably that got trapped and open. FT Esports now fighting Team K4W. That's gonna be a brutal spray coming in from Bro. 40 gets knocked out. Regax cannot stop here in this wide open area, but the vehicle has given up. So Rega has to now take a halt, and he has to retaliate. K4W immediately will be grabbing their vehicles, and it's now time to create some sideline angles and take down Rega as well. But Bro gets knocked out, and that's a retaliation coming in from Team FT. K4W. Arzo gets taken down too, so Doom, he's the final player surviving, and maybe now Rega, he will be saved. And I guess 40 will be saved too. But Team FT needs to execute everything pretty quickly, especially they have to get rid of Doom as soon as possible. That's the only way they'll be able to revive 40 there. So they have to make some quick decisions here. And side by side, Rega, he's going for the revival, and Doomy is trying to save his teammate Bro. But end is near, and that random spray through the smoke. Doom, look at him, barely surviving on 1 HP, and just that booster helping him out to survive there. Wow, that was a close call. But yeah, he's still surviving, and it's now time to survive for his team and get some important placement points. But it's so much difficult because still 17 teams, 59 players are alive. And making it to the top 8, top 5, that seems difficult. Although Pearl got knocked out, Team Sage versus Team 16, that is Team Blackout. And is this a 1v4 fight? Because Fiera is stepping down now. Just created one opening. And Fiera is all alone. So yeah, it was a 1v4 fight. Fiera won't pull that fight like a rubber band. So it's better now to find a hiding spot inside the circle. It would be better if Fiera spots a underrated position for himself to survive, where no 4 players can attack him. And is he gonna put his vehicle underwater? Is that gonna happen? Or maybe he's looking for a hovercraft there. But maybe this step will be profitable. G4K hasn't seen him. But G4K, if they get an idea that just only one player is close to them, then maybe G4K Esports, they will try to close it. But AG got a good start, and this is probably Uday and Sap, who has now changed their name, and they've changed it into Aura Gaming. So Uday and Sap is now Aura Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. The same roster, but with a new name, a new style of play, maybe. Can they fetch out new outcomes too with this new name? That's the question. But yeah, really great job done there by Team Aura Gaming. Because usually they used to face casualties during the drop clashes or initial fights. But here, that didn't happen. So really good start for them. 977, by the way. Team FD is quite close to them. Kasim even pulled off a grenade. Team FD is moving now. Kasim trying to pin down 40 there. And why it is always 40 who gets targeted while rotating. Even this time, that blender was gonna happen. Rega, he's trying to sneak out. His vehicle needs to be damaged there. And it will happen. Rega has been pinned down and open, and Young knocks him down with that vehicle burst. So that desired outcome will be seeked by Team 977. It's now time to close in and get this frag. This will be second elimination coming in for 977, and the question is, FG are they down to just one player? Is 40 the last man surviving? And instead of getting that confirmation, Team 977 Esports, they're trying to search 40, the last player. And they have a doubt that 40 is here nearby. 40 needs to hide there. He needs to hide. And he needs to at least take down one player. Well, Krish is still alive in this game. But where is he? He's so much separated. And right now he's in Primorsk. So I don't know what kind of rotation that was by Team FT. Where Krish, he reached Primorsk and his teammates, they are nowhere close to him. By the way, Circle goes for a southwestern shift. So maybe Krish was trying to scout the area and he moved pretty quickly. And he reached Primorsk, but his teammates didn't. And that is a sad part. The Team FT will be down to just one player. Horsey Esports, they'll be cooking Team ZNT. Erwin putting in the final layer in the coffin. That will be Jevo. And that's the end. Team ZNT gets eliminated on 17th position. Are we going to head towards a Urban City finish? Because the kind of circle has formed right now. There are higher probabilities that it will again go for a southwestern shift. But a lot of teams now rotating from the northern areas. And look at that. That's going to be a huge battle coming up from the north. Team RTZ, I-77 is on his knees. Juicy Soban. It will be a chaotic rev. Such a wide open area, and there is a chance that they'll lose more players while reviving I-77. Even 27 guns, they are rotating from the same areas, so they might check out a chance there to put down the players of Team RTZ. But I-77 luckily will be getting that revival. 21 guns will maintain the distance. They won't bother Team RTZ for now. They'll keep on moving. Or are they going to initiate this fight? Fight coming in from the northern edge. Even Sage Esports will become a part of this fight. But RTZ Esports sneaking out. Sage Esports, will they get a chance there on the northern edge? I don't think so. It's very important now for Team RTZ to find a sweet spot inside the circle. This is a really good position. And from there, they can completely control the north. That's a good tracing by Soban. Did he knock down his opponent? Look at Dark, how much low he is. Soban, quite unlucky. There's so many obstacles in between. So many trees. But Soban makes connections as soon as he gets a chance there. By the way, 977 Esports, They're bothering team Aura Gaming. And are they eliminated? Well, Aura Gaming is in a miserable situation. Alpha and Umbrit is the duo surviving. Alpha needs to step up. Uh-oh. And Alpha will be put to sleep too, Umbrit. He's the last man standing. The Iron Shield, the in-game leader now. He has to change things for his team. Oh my god. The game has been crashed, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to take a break. Give me a second. Oh, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being so much patient. 10 teams, 27 players are now alive. And we've already moved towards the 5th zone. And AST dominating this game. 8 kills for them. And now RQB is their new target. And they have to sweep down this complete area if they want to make it to the circle. RQB is in the middle of the way. Maleo now getting his hands on Team MVP as well, so dealing with 2 teams at a time, but facing no issues. 9th elimination will be secured too, but Slazy moves it too deep. Team Q takes down Clips. Now 2 of the players of MVP have been knocked out. The pressure has been created, but I guess Team AST doesn't have much chance here to revive their player. Slazy probably. Potion gets knocked out. That's Horsey's Hay. And MVP Esports is about to collapse. Clips, he'll be flushed out too. The frag has been stolen, but good for AST. Because maybe Horsey Esports won't be able to get their hands on AST, and AST will be buying enough time there to revive all their players. And once they get this chance to bounce back, it will be amazing to see how AST capitalizes. Horsey Esports, 11 eliminations will be secured by this team as well. They've gone crazy. A lot of teams have gone crazy in this very first game of Erangel. Even Team AST, 11 eliminations, and very few of their frags got stolen there. I guess they got 2. They got both the frags. Wow, MVP Esports, I guess they're eliminated from this game. Absolutely, MVP Esports, they're out. They're eliminated from this game. And the good part is AST Esports, the players they knocked out, those frags didn't get stolen. Instead, they got all those frags. Now it's going to be a tough competition, even though AST, they're just playing with 3 players. They are going to put a lot of trouble for Team Horsey Esports. And it's going to be a 2v3. So now Horsey Esports, they have a numbers disadvantage. And uh-oh, he gets knocked out. AST closing in to put in the final layer of the coffin. To take down the final player. So now AST Esports, they're clearly winning this fight against Team Horsey. There's no competition left. But AST Esports now, they'll be facing some huge trouble from G4K. And G4K must be very much happy. Because they drop in Ferrypier, and the circle forming in Primos, just in their neighborhood. And they have tons and tons of experience of this particular area of the map. So G4K must convert this game into a winner-winner chicken dinner. And they have a really good area inside the circle too. The southern part of the circle. But look at that wide split. They're covering up the most of the part of the circle. INF Esports might stab them in their back. G4K Esports needs to keep an eye on INF too. But INF is holding a low-key underrated position. So probably they are not revealed. Their position hasn't been revealed yet. They haven't been seen by G4K, and G4K is completely unaware right now, maybe. Even 21 guns, they have to make their way to the circle. It's going to be a hell of a rotation, but K4W's Doomy is the final player. Captain shows up. Uh-oh, Captain might get knocked out by Kazin. Oh, he survives. And Doomy in trouble. That's a 1v4 scenario there. Doomy needs to pop in that first hit. Captain pulls in that grenade. Well, Toomey will easily heal himself. The smaller Tom is going to do a great job for him. Is he going to jump down? Will he get a chance? And one of the players of 21 guns have been knocked out. Not one, but two, and it's just a 1v1. So that was a hell of a third party done by Team G4K, ruining everything for 21 guns. And one grenade now on target by Toomey would eliminate Team Gunix 2. But he doesn't know. Oh, wow, that grenade giving him that confirmation dark. He'll be finished out there. 21 guns now officially. They're down to just one player. And I said it before that it's going to be a chaotic finish. Because they're heading towards the Urban City finish. Look at the amount of teams alive right now. 6 teams, 11 players. Busy. Last player surviving for Team INF. Team INF played so much slowly in this game. No elimination they've secured till now. Just the survival game they've prioritized. And now just one last player alive. So they've learned something from this game that playing too much passive, showing your opponents your vulnerability is not a green flag. So from the next game, they'll be very much cautious and probably they'll try to get eliminations in the initial phase of the game. And they need to change their momentum in Miramar. For sure. Jimmy, by the way, is making desperate attempts there. And I guess this grenade might cause Team AST a lot of trouble. Erwin, by the way, takes down the player. The grenade is gonna come in too. But Pew before that. He ends Erwin. Aussie Esports, they're out of this game. 15 eliminations for Team AST. My goodness. They're unstoppable right now. By the way, Tomato, he has been saved. That's brilliant. INF Esports. They're one player up. See inside that hovercraft, still trying to survive, and that hovercraft is gonna explode now. Busy, you gotta get down. Oh my goodness. He gets knocked out because of that explosion of that hovercraft. And Team AST seems like they've written their name on each and every elimination in this game. They could get their 16th here. And they are even pinning down Team G4K Esports. Catalyst has been knocked out. Kazin, Waro, still surviving. And it's a sandwich situation because even Tomato from the back end areas can attack Team G4K and he can completely ruin it. But Tomato will be taken care by Kazin. It was Slazy who took down INF Tomato. So as I said, AST Esports has written their name on each and every elimination. Kazin is the last man standing. Can he pull off a miracle here? By going for a 1v3. And that will be a huge upset for AST if they lose this winner chicken dinner. But Pew knocked down Waro. He's in already, is so much low. And he'll breathe his final breath there, and it is all over. Winner chicken dinner by Team AST. Pew mauling this lobby. Look at the amount of eliminations he has secured. 10 elims, and a total amount of 20 elims will be secured by Team AST. And straight away grabbing the #1 on the points table after this game 1. And this is Sunday Funday, ladies and gentlemen. Winner takes it all. So good chance for AST to take away everything, to take all the cash home. It was just the first game, and it's still difficult to anticipate or predict that AST will be the head of the table by match number 4, because Team Alliance is going to show up in match number 2. It will be Miramar, and mostly Alliance, they make a comeback in Miramar, so let's hope for the best. We'll be taking a short break, and we'll be right back with match number 2. Till then, hit that like button as hard as you can. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for match number two. We're heading towards Miramar, the map of discipline, and high expectations from Team Alliance, high expectations from Astra Creatives. They need to maintain consistency here in Miramar, or else everything is gonna go in vain. Flight path initiates from the northwestern regions, finishes off towards the northern regions of Impala. And Team Blackout, they're heading towards La Cobrea. Along with them, Team Horsey will head towards La Cobrea too. ZNT, maybe they'll be heading towards El Pozo. Galaxy Esports, they'll be gliding, and maybe they'll try to access Monte Nuevo, because that's where they head usually. Mouse Soren is trying to head to his Torre Ahumada, but maybe while collecting vehicles, they'll mess up with Team 8, and that's going to be Team 4Q Nepal. And these two teams got eliminated in the very initial stages of the last game. So both these teams need to be very much careful. And if they can just avoid that fight, that will be absolutely great. FT heads towards Hacienda del Petron. No team there. Farah immediately after dropping gets knocked out. And that's a problem for Team Blackout Esports. Team Horsey is in a fantastic form. Again, gets a really good start. And puts Team BLK on back foot. And Team Horsey, all the players with their heads held high. It's going to create a lot of trouble here for Team BLK in this drop clash. But you never know. Team Blackout, they might retaliate. So Horsey Esports, it will be bad if you show any kind of casualness in this fight. You have to be prepared for anything, to be alert. Oh my god, again. Just a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Uh-oh. Bad start for Breaking Bad. And the opponents are breaking them into pieces. Team MVP, that is. And Fire didn't even get a chance. Their potion, lightning quick that was. Breaking Bad gets eliminated on 18th position. So a miserable outcome coming in for them from Miramar. First circle has initiated. First circle favoring the southern and the central regions of Miramar. K4W, they have a terrific position inside the circle. And again, AST. Deep inside the circle they are. So maybe this game they'll be compromising in terms of eliminations because they're deep inside the circle, so they don't really need to move much. So just a circle-oriented game, maybe by AST will be shown. All they have to do is just get those average points from this game. It's not important to get high amount of eliminations and a winner chicken. You just need to focus on getting that hashtag one in this Miramar game too. But if you secure less eliminations, it's absolutely fine because they have a fantastic position on points table. They don't need eliminations. They need a winner chicken dinner. That they have to understand. Evila now the last player surviving for Team Alliance. And Evila is trying to run as fast as she can. Because she's completely surrounded by players. The 1v4 Mr. Esports is not gonna let her go. Evila lightning quickly. She'll be taken down too by Leo Boy. That was risky. I mean, Leo, he closed in all alone. Didn't even ask his teammates to help him out. So that was quite risky. He could have got knocked out there. And that would have happened. And he could have got flushed out too. So that was a risky move. Should not happen again. This is the problem with Mr. Esports. Sometimes their players, they become so much overconfident. And they push in by themselves. And they eventually face casualties. So they need to avoid these silly mistakes. This time they didn't get punished, but maybe next time Their luck might not favor them. Sage Esports, by the way. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Team AG. Uh-oh. Scar 2 faces the duo surviving. 3 elims, by the way, Scar has secured. And I mean, Team Udain Sap, they changed the name of the team. It's the same roster, but the same performance still by Team Udain Sap. Ex-Udain Sap and Team Aura Gaming for now. Same kind of performance. 2 face Scars, the 2 surviving. They're surrounded by players. Even 977 Esports peeking from a range, looking for a chance. And AG doesn't even have good resources here to fight Team Sage. The numbers disadvantage thing must be bothering them so much. Now 977 Esports, they have to help Team AG. That's the only way AG is gonna win this fight. 2 face, he creates some impact with this grenade. Not for now. And that was the last ray of hope 2 face had. This fight will be fought with guns and bullets now. Uh-oh, brilliantly, Scar takes out Poison. It's a 2v2 now. Team AG still has a chance. With the numbers back to the even Stevens. Scar rushes in. Takes down nobody. Rushes out Poison. Scar taking all the precautions. Not overcommitting at all. He is in control. Really good synergy there between these 2 players. And now both of them fight to take down the solo guy. DC gets knocked out. Reflex is the last man standing. Scar with a great pixel peek. And Team AG, they turned the direction of the fight completely. And probably I was wrong. This is the same team, but with a new name. The same roster with a new name. Probably new performance as well. New set of skills. Team AG getting 6 eliminations for them. By the way, Sage 2 has been initiated. And Circle moves for a northern shift. AST hasn't left Los Leos yet. That was a wild glide probably for Team AST. Yep. It must have been a long glide. And on their way, they must have collected vehicles too. Mao Sorin winning that fight in Torre Humda. Did they lose any player? No. That's a good news. That Mao Sorin didn't face any casualty in this fight. And it's really important, especially in Miramar, if you are indulged in a drop clash. You have to focus on not losing any of your players and winning that drop clash. And Mao Soren has done a brilliant piece of work there. So all their 4 players alive. And now Circle is going to be a problem for them because stage 2. And if they have good amount of healings, it will be easy for them to travel. But if they don't, then maybe they're going to lose some players on the way to the Circle. 2,600 meters. They're going to face a lot of difficulties in between because there are a lot of teams on the way. So now the IGL needs to contribute with his experience and map study because the pathway they're going to choose is going to make a hell lot of difference. And probably they'll reach the Circle when it turns into stage 3. When it shrinks more, they will enter the stage 3. That will be an easy thing to say that, yeah, they'll enter the stage 3 directly, not the stage 2. And it will be much more easy for them to predict the end circle formation because maybe they'll try to grab the center of the stage 3 and that will be more convenient for them. In the end stages they won't need to move, especially in the crucial stages, and it's better if you don't move in the crucial stage and you move in the initial stages because most of the teams that are present inside the circle, there's not much difference in between. There is a lot of chance that anybody can poke you while you rotate, so there's nothing happening peacefully. So Mao Soren will now need to predict where the end circle will form, and that will only happen when they'll wait for a few more seconds and they'll let the 3rd circle initiate. That's the only way. 14 teams, 49 players still alive. Eilish scouting for her team. Probably she's the IGL. But I guess eventually they're going to meet with Mystic Esports and Eilish is all alone here. And she might get trapped. Because there are 4 players of Mystic Esports. Jungli allows her to move with that UMP45. Jungli won't be able to make those connections. The scouting now will help out Mao Soren and they'll choose the long pathway. Because Eilish would allow her teammates to use the same pathway to rotate towards the circle. Team 8 has been eliminated from this game too. That should be Team 4Q Nepal. They're eliminated on 14th position. So yeah, as compared to the second stage, not a lot of players are alive right now. And has Eilish stopped? Yep, Eilish has stopped. And this could turn against her because Mystic Esports is trying to grab this opportunity and flush out Eilish so that they can get another elimination. And last game wasn't that great for Team Mystic Esports, so they have to accelerate here. Along with good eliminations, they need a winner-winner chicken dinner. Along with a winner-winner chicken dinner, they need good amount of eliminations. That's the only way they'll be able to pull down Team Astra Creatives on the points table. Uh-oh, Eilish with tremendous pressure, and Eilish gets knocked out. That Molotov ruining everything for her, but Crazy, Ruthless, and Pain showing up on time. Pain is a bit behind, and even Ruthless too. So Weezy, he gets caught too. So eventually, it was not at all a good decision for Weezy to show up. Could have waited for his teammates. And now Pain and Ruthless might not participate in this fight. Instead, maybe they'll head towards the circle, and that is more profitable in my opinion. Because now it will be a 2v4, and Mystic Esports is a kind of team you cannot control. You cannot put them down easily. They somehow retaliate, they know how to bounce back, they know how to counter. The mouse over, and now they have to just continue their journey with two players, Pain and Ruthless. But maybe Ruthless, with this bike, executing rotation peacefully, I guess that demand won't be fulfilled. But MVP Esports, while they're rotation, they'll be meeting Mystic Esports. Motion got knocked out, Goblin retaliates. Gets himself a really good damage, but not an Orc. So Mystic Esports still held inside that compound. Potion might get flushed out. Ruthless steals a frag there. Mausoren gets their 5th. MVP needs to get out of here. Stage 3 has been initiated. No need to seek revenge right now. Get enough chances inside the circle to do that. By the way, Circle moves for a centralized shift. We can even call it a southeastern shift, because still, a lot of areas of Los Leones are present inside the circle. Astra Creatives must be very much happy right now. And look at them, the amount of area they're covering right now of the southeast part of the circle. That is just insane, and this shows how much confident they are in their gameplay and that part. That is just insane. Leo Boy gets knocked out from a range. And RG will put in the final nail in the coffin. He's gonna get flushed out. Pain shows up. And I thought Mao Soren will understand the fact that this is not the kind of situation you would want to put yourself into. And Mao Soren could have headed towards the circle, but instead, they're still waiting here in this nearby area, and maybe Pain entered this compound just to get some healings for himself. But if he catches the attention of Team MVP, it's gonna be game over for him too. And I don't think he'll make it to the circle as well. Look at him, he's gonna get knocked out, maybe Ruthless. He'll revive his teammate Pain, but yeah, it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of luck. If MVP spots them, it's gonna be game over for Mao Soren. Well, Ruthless has enough amount of healing, so Pain will get that revival. MVP Esports will move. Mystic Esports, they've compromised with their player, Leopold. He won't be saved, but Mystic Esports will try to take the revenge inside the circle. And it will enhance their play too. Sexy OG moving in deep so that he can get a better idea of the position they're holding right now. And this compound is not inside the circle, so they have to move. And probably they'll grab that ridge, but moving along with the blue zone will be a better option, is what I feel, because that decreases the probability of third party happening. That's I-77 of Team RTZ is guarding that ridge. And the question is he alone there? Where are his teammates? So the help is coming in. So it's gonna be Mystic Esports versus Team RTZ. I-77, can he create a opening there with that grenade? Jungly gets knocked out. That was fabulous. And now just one last player. It's Tashi. And I-77 is pushing in for that 1v1. Oh, and he gets knocked out. Tashio, that's a great job. Smoke, by the way. He shows up. Tashio didn't have much chance there to survive. He was so much low. Tashio, that's a great job. But Team RTZ, 11 elims. Wow. And now that's crazy. 11 eliminations. And this is just stage 3. And still, they have 30 competitors in front of them. What if they turn this into a 20 elims winner with a chicken dinner? And only the winner takes it all. So you have to get that hashtag win no matter what. You have to play for it. In order to make a comeback, they need good amount of elimination. And they're on the verge of getting a dozen of eliminations now. They can gatekeep the circle of 4Z and MVP Esports. They have not made any sound there, but Orgy gets knocked out. Batman with that grenade, drawing the attention of Team RTZ2. Smoke was trying to check out there. Yep. Savant finishes Orgy, so now it's definite elimination, which is secured by Team RTZ. That is insane. And maybe Batman now on his way. He'll be caught too. And he's so much low. He gets knocked down by Goblin of Team MVP. Will Goblin be able to secure that elimination for himself? Absolutely. MVP Esports, now I guess they've dug a deeper grave for them. They've drawn the attention of Team RTZ. Moving towards the circle is going to be so much difficult for them here onwards. Maybe they'll have to choose the longer pathway to enter the circle, but it's stage 4 and they don't have much healings to bear the damage of the blue. So it's a big question mark for them. What are they going to do? By the way, stage 4, it was sort of expected. The circle was going to ditch Los Leones, Astra Creatives. They were ready for that. But now they're going to move. And still they are maintaining split. And now I feel like it's getting intense. And I'm getting that weird feeling that ASD is going to face casualties here. 21 guns moving so much closely. Dark and Captain, if they get their eyes on Melio and Pew Pew. Melio and Pala, that is. If they get their eyes on them, they are gonna strike. It's not gonna be good for Astra Creatives, especially losing players now. No, they cannot afford that. Hay is the last man. Horsey Hay. Oh, he'll be smashed by Shadow there. G4K wins. Horsey Esports, they're out. They're eliminated on 10th position. Shadow knocked out from the sidelines. Sledge didn't make a mistake. That was an easy opportunity for him. G4K Shadow. I guess his teammates will give up on him. Catalyst will lead out to death. G4K Esports might face 2 casualties here. Shadow's not getting their revivals. DNT, eventually they'll get their first elimination, but probably they'll get their first casualty too. Because Jaden gets knocked out. That was a surprise for ZNT. RTZ Esports controlling the east of the circle. Smoke. Blue zone is already bothering him. My goodness, it's happening again and again. That's frustrating. Wait a minute, guys. Oh, sorry for the inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the stupid glitches interfering up peace. 7 teams, 18 players, and second moves for Eastern Chip. Stage 5 this is. And Team RTZ must be so much happy right now. Astra Creatives. They're surrounded maybe by Team 21 Guns, or they're just trying to move. 21 Guns right now just minding their own business. They're moving towards the circle. Won't mess up with Team AST. And now AST can backstab Team 21 Guns. They made a mistake by traveling early inside the circle. So a late rotation might put AST in a situation where they can have the backs of Team 21 Guns towards them. And they can take advantage of that. And as I told you, when you have circular advantage, when you're not moving much, you get less opportunities to get eliminations. And AST, in this game, they don't need much eliminations. All they're going to do is just get that win and then even if they have less eliminations, it's absolutely fine. But they're in a state of panic because RTZ, they will be in a state of panic after this game because RTZ will be jumping, will be getting a huge jump on the points table. K4W, they are being mauled by the third party and NEC doesn't have it much area to move. Stage 6 goes for a centralized shift. 21 Guns has a spectacular position inside the circle. RTC Esports, 16 eliminations. You're going to be kidding me. 16 eliminations, still has a chance to get 13 more. 14 more for them. So yeah, can they turn it into a 2 dozen elimination winner? Chicken dinner. Serban takes down Doomy. Smoke covering up a good range with that hide and using those grenades to weapon. Babu takes down I-77, so RTC Esports will be now busy reviving their teammate. Smoke has just smoked out this lobby till now. It's difficult to get high amount of elims in Miramar. But Smoke is making it look so much easy. CAT Esports is trying to enter the circle. They have to surpass RTC Esports. They have to go through Team RTC. It's not going to be easy for them. Voila stops in a wide open area and Smoke knocks him down. That's a great accuracy with that red dot. And wow, ZNT, they're out. That's some great communication between these two players. Soban and Smoke, the deadly duo, is rocking for RTZ. 21 Guns Captain, he'll be spotted in a wide open area. Hennessy takes down Astro Creative's Melio and AST. Now they're in trouble as they're the distraction. Captain gets knocked down from that side angle. And RTZ is just unstoppable now. Smoke gets knocked out. And this is a chance to take down Team RTZ in 21 guns. Wow! What a grenade that was by Babu! So that's the end. RTZ won't be getting that winner chicken dinner. Slazy is the last man for AST. He has to survive. But 21 Guns has a strong grip over this fight, over this game. And it's now difficult to call that they will lose this fight from here. If they have the circle advantage, they've occupied most of the part of the circle. K4W Esports, they might lead themselves towards the circle, and on their way, they might sweep down AST2. But it's a 2-1 split, so maybe Bro will be the only guy fighting Slazy of Team AST. And Dark Only is ruining things for K4W. That grenade will be on point. Tubi gets knocked out, and Dark Only, the only guy who's challenging K4W. Captain again gets knocked out from the sidelines. Again gets a surprise. Hennessy, by the way, trying to make it manageable in close range. First, it was a grenade! And Dark Only with the Molotov now. Malt Hennessy. Bro, he's the last man standing now. He has to pull off a miracle. And Slazy, he's just watching the show. He's just sitting quietly in that corner, letting things happen. He doesn't want to reveal himself. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. That's a really smart move. Bro goes for that spray, makes the connection. Slazy on the other side, takes down Babu. And the problem now for 21 Guns is they're down to just 2 players. Oh my goodness, what a reflex that was. He was reloading there. And he smashed, bro. But Astra Creatives now have a golden opportunity. Astra Creatives, they have a golden opportunity to get this winner and a chicken dinner for them. Slazy, you need to execute this 1v2 at any cost. Can he do it? He has a low ground disadvantage right now. And Slazy will be taken down. It is all over. 21 Guns sealing the game. 7 elims and a winner chicken dinner. That's insane. Astra Creatives, great consistency. Hashtag 2-4 elims. That is just amazing. That's the end, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be taking a short break. And we will be right back with match number 3. It's going to be Rondo. It's going to be more chaotic. It's going to be more fun. Like and subscribe by then. And be active in the live chat too. And I'm really sorry for these glitches which are happening right now. It's new to me. I don't know how the game is crashing. But I don't know what to do. I'll try my best to solve it, guys. Just be patient. I'll be right back. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's head to his Rondo. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Rondo brings in a lot of excitement in me because we see a lot of fights, a lot of unexpected things happening, and most of the clutches happen here in Rondo because, especially in the recall phase, you have a lot to win and nothing to lose, and that trigger out adrenaline in players. That triggers adrenaline in players, and that's the time where a lot of clutches we tend to see. By the way, the flight path is here, initiates from Kunchia, finishes off to his Longo, favoring the central regions of Rondo map, and without a doubt, teams are going to head to his New York's factory and Yulin, and both these drop locations will be prioritized by teams. That is true. So, New York's factory will be less chaotic, even Yulin will be less chaotic. But I guess the team which will be securing the higher advantage in Yulin will dominate in Yulin. That's going to happen. And maybe teams will drop in the outer skirts of Yulin and then they'll head towards the firing zone. That might happen too, because a lot of teams have been seeing doing these things, using this strategy. By the way, first circle, look at this circle. What kind of a circle is this? Completely favoring the southern edge of the Rondo map. Thin Long Garden is deep inside this circle right now. Teams dropping in New York's factory, test track, and in Yulin 2, and the basic 3-1 split has been maintained by players. 37 recall tasks altogether. You just gotta get control over one. My goodness, that was way quick. Team Alliance down to 2. Bad start for Team Alliance. Astra Creative. Let's see how many eliminations they can fetch out in this recall phase. Lazy jumping down. He knows Catalyst is already low there. Catalyst hasn't found any healing till now, and Slazy knocks him down. And he will slice him into pieces too. Catalyst gives himself up. So Astra Creatives getting their second elimination. That's a quick start. RTZ Esports, well, we'll have eyes on RTZ Esports too, because in the last game they got tons and tons of eliminations, but couldn't convert that game into a winner chicken dinner. But let's see what they can do here in recall phase. How many elims they can secure for them. Smoke in a sandwich situation, and this is the problem mainly here in Yulin. Teams, they don't get to initiate fights peacefully. There's always something happening. Always they get caught in third parties, and this time as well. RTZ Esports, because of the third party, they lost their advantage in the recall phase they had. That's why the recall phase got over so quickly and so easily. They got eliminated. But now Team Aura Gaming, Two-Face, all eyes on him. Let's see what he can bring to the table. Goblin gets knocked out. Two-Face, did he steal that frag? I don't think so. He couldn't steal that frag. MVP Esports Orgy. By the way, he's probably the last guy of Team MVP here in the fighting zone. And he's surrounded by players. There can be a possibility where 977 Esports might show up from the back. And Orgy will get a surprise teammate. Orgy wants to go for a 1v2. Goes for the grenade, makes no connection. That was the only grenade he had. So now he's gonna fight with his M762. Sunscar gets knocked out too. That's a quick 1v2 by Orgy. MVP Esports Orgy is on fire. Oh no. Team 4Q Nepal, Sunscar and Crimson, they both fell on their face. What a clutch that was. And this is why I love Rondo. We see a lot of clutches in the recall phase. This is the reason why Orgy has a recall. I mean, he has no fear in his mind, but now he'll be stabbed in his back. So MVP Esports, the recall phase is now over, and now let's see what they bring in after the recall phase in the afterlife. What can they do? Now, I guess they'll just survive. Maybe they'll prioritize the rotation towards the circle, because circle has already went for a sudden shift. It's important for teams to rotate early. Mausorin. Surprisingly, 3 of the players right now are alive here in the recall phase in Yulin. So probably they're dropped in the outer skirts. And very smartly, they'll be entering Yulin when it's less chaotic. And that is good. That is always beneficial. Because mostly teams in the recall phase, they get average amount of 6 or 7 elims. And Mausorin, if they manage to get 6-7 elims, that will be enough. But Astra Creatives, they're taking on Team Alliance. And that will be a crazy fight. And Team Alliance, right now on the negative side of the finish feed, Evilla and Saps is the duo surviving, and things are slipping out of their hands. They're just down to two players. And they're disengaging for now. They're heading towards the recall beacons so they can bring back their players into the game. They're going defensive, and that's the only thing they can do right now. New York's factory has been cleared out by Astra Creatives. That is insane. There's the deadly duo of Slazy and Milio being impactful here in New York's factory. 6 elims for Astra Creatives. And these two players still have their recalls. So I guess they will make the most out of it. They will go for a hunt. If not in New York's factory, maybe in the outer skirts, maybe on some other drop location, they will try to hunt down their opponents. But they need to make the most out of this recall phase. They have to utilize these recalls. And now the recaller, the player especially who is on the recall beacons, if he moves inside the circle and grabs a recall tower that is present inside the circle, that will be much more convenient for Team Astra Creatives, because then players won't fear to get eliminated, because eventually they'll be getting a good place inside the circle when they'll be recalled back into this game. So that might be a convenient move for Team Astra Creatives. You never know. But yeah, it's risky. At the same time, it's risky to choose the recall beacons that are present inside the circle, because there are already a lot of teams moving. It's just a solo player holding on the recall beacons. That is a lot of risk. But Astra Creatives is a kind of team who can really deal with this kind of pressure. They have to raise their standards. Mouse Sovereign, by the way, doing so much good in the recall phase. And one thing which we can learn from Mouse Sovereign, the way they strategized this recall phase, just dropping in the outer skirts of Yulin and then entering late and finishing the remaining team and not getting caught in a chaotic situation. So 8 elims they've secured. The average elims team secure in the recall phase is 6 or 7. They've secured more than that, and still 3 of the players has a recall. 3 of the players have a recall. So you never know, they might get a dozen of elims for them in this recall phase. But right now they are fighting Team Sage, and it's an even Steven 3v3 fight. There's going to be a pressure on their minds too. Depends on Eilish, where Eilish is holding right now. Just 751 meters away from the circuit. Not on a recall tower Eilish is present right now. That's a problem. Is Eilish present on a recall tower? Yep. Right in the southern regions of Tulin. So yeah, not that much pressure on Mao Soren, but probably Sage Esports, they're backing off. So Mao Soren, they cannot follow the expected line. Maybe they will back off too, won't push this fight too much. Won't poke to Team Sage Esports too much. That is fine. If your opponents are running away from you, you cannot force yourself to chase them down. Sometimes mishappenings happen. And Mao Soren doesn't need that kind of stuff right now. Already they've got a great start. 8 elims. They should divert their focus on 2 other teams and other fights. By the way, MVP Esports, they're fighting Team Sage now. Reflex knocking down Goblin. They desperately want to flush him out. MVP Esports will be getting enough time to square up on Team Sage Esports. Reflex and Tasting God maybe will find it difficult to break this barrier. But they will sneak out. They'll sneak out successfully. And the question is, does MVP Esports has a recall? Can they bring back their player into this game? There was Goblin, and he's an important player as per MVP Esports' perspective. So he needs to be brought back into this game. That is crucial for them. They cannot leave Goblin alone. But if he doesn't have a recall now, then it's game over. They have to bear this casualty. Aura Gaming versus Team Horsey. Fight coming in from the center of the circle in Tinlong Garden. This fight is happening. Batman was running in such a wide open area. Two-Face definitely took so much time to switch on the weapon. And Two-Face, he goes for the jump shot and knocks down Batman. This would have been a huge humiliation for Two-Face if he would have got knocked out here, but that didn't happen. It's fine. It's good. But surely this could have been a huge humiliation for him if he had got knocked out there. But that didn't happen. Mystic Esports had a very dry recall phase. Just 1 elim they'll be securing. And now they have their eyes on Team Aura Gaming. So can we see a third party happening? By the way, Aura Gaming, they're ready for the third party. They haven't lost anything. None of the players are knocked out, so it's manageable for them. 977 versus RTZ. And RTZ will be forced to get back. RTZ Esports is disengaging, and these are some rare visuals. You rarely see RTZ Esports stepping down from a fight. But now it's a do-or-die situation. They need to search record tars and bring back their players into the game. Hope Juicy Survive and I-77 has a recall. I hope these players have a recall right now. If they don't, then RTZ Esports, after a terrific performance in the last game, just a miserable rondo would ruin everything for them, and then grabbing that #1 would just be a dream that they wouldn't accomplish, because a lot of a consistency is being shown by Astra Creatives. Here as well, look at the amount of elims now they've got. 9 elims, and now Pubg and Pala as well have stepped up. Milio, this head held high, he is rocking. And I believe Astra Esports, if it continues to play like this, there is nobody who can stop this team. By the way, Stage 3 just got initiated. And it will be a centralized shift. Astra Creatives, with an out-of-the-box move, using the southern areas to enter the circle. And the good part is there is no team right now in the south. So it will be a pretty peaceful rotation for them. Because there is no team. So they won't fight anybody. And even if they fight, I mean, they have to just take care of one thing, that they don't get caught in a sandwich or a chaotic situation. They just have to fight one team at a time. Fighting multiple teams at a time will lead to elimination. They just have to take care of that. So if they lead themselves towards one single team, they'll be more than happy because they want eliminations. They want to go crazy in this Rondo game. And yep, they'll be getting their hands on team INF. Busy gets knocked out. Ezzy is the last player surviving. Although, this is a miserable situation. Pubg is trying to close it. Just next to that waterfall, INF, Ezzy and Busy. Probably now they'll need to jump down. Ezzy's trying to move ahead. And he will be punished there by Pubg. INF Esports gets eliminated on 16th position. And ASD Esports is just unstoppable. Is there any team who can step up and win a fight against ASD Esports? Even Steven fight. Not where you have an advantage. Pubg needs to be careful. If he falls down, then he's gonna get caught by Mouse over there. By the way, Sage Esports, they're into action. Amazing God gets knocked out. They're right in the center. Look at Bro, how much open he is. And Reflex, not going for the spray. That is sad. That is a bad approach. Reflex being there so much submissive, not taking risk. But he could have easily knocked out Bro there. Could have flushed him out too. But Reflex maybe lack of confidence, lack of self-belief didn't allow him to do that. The 2-1 split was being mentioned. RTZ Esports. Unexpected guests welcoming them here in Tin Long Garden, and it's game over for them. RTZ Esports gets eliminated on 15th position. Horsey Esports is out too on 14. So all the teams who played well in the last game showing no consistency. Rondo having no mercy on this team. But now the problem is, this is going to lead to a chaotic ending. Decent God gets knocked out. Grenades right on target. Oh my goodness now. Even Decent God will be flushed out. K4W Pearl. Slow because of the grenade. Hennessy. It's in the final nail in the coffin, and K4W assassinates Team Sage Esports. And the problem right now is, again we are heading towards a Urban Circle finish, but now Circle moves for a Western shift, so Mystique Esports, they can block all the teams who are present in Tin Long Garden. They have to get this job done. They probably have a height advantage too. Astra Creatives mauling Mausorin on the other side. Yep. Now they're eliminated. Is Mausorin out of this game? 13 elims. That's Eilish, probably the final player surviving for Mausorin. No ground disadvantage Eilish has. Elliot cannot take much damage of the boo. Just 46 seconds remaining. And after that, the blue zone will start moving. Astra Creatives wouldn't like to bear the damage of the blue because it's going to be expensive for them. Melio falls down. And now he cannot climb up. So Astra Creatives, they have to leave Melio here. And Melio now needs to figure out what can be done. There is no parachute. He jumps down, he gets knocked out. And oh my goodness, Pubg gets knocked out. Melio gets knocked out by falling. Slazy, the last player, and within a fraction of a second, the complete scenario changes here for Astra Creatives. From being so much dominant to being so much submissive now, and finding it difficult to survive. They were mauling the lobby till now, but just Melio falling down, creating the difference for Astra Creatives. And Slazy will be spotted too. That was Team Porky Nepal will be showing up out of nowhere. And an unexpected elimination happening there for Astra Creatives. One small mistake is gonna ruin everything for you. And this game is brutal. This game shows no mercy. You make a mistake, you will pay for that. Mystic Esports, by the way, I talked about the position they're having. Their height advantage, they wouldn't allow the teams in Thin Long Garden to enter the circle. They are gatekeeping the circle so well. But just one elimination for Mystic Esports. A sexy OG by mistake. He gets out of that compound. He thought that he would just bounce back on that wall, but unfortunately he fell out. Juggling with a low toss grenade. That's nothing. Young still inside that smoke. Healthy amount of healings. And even guns. They might get their hands on Young. By the way, he isolates himself, so it's difficult for them too. Circle boost for a Southern Shift. Team Alliance showing resilience. This Rondo could change everything for them. AG down to 2. Two-Face. Alpha now need to lead this game. Takes down Caustic, but Mystic Esports, they're going to pay attention on Team AG now. It's difficult for Team AG to survive in such a wide open area. Leo Boy, a random spray to the smoke. Look at Alpha. That was a crazy burst by Leo Boy. Finding connections through the smoke. And this grenade will probably take down both the players. Yep, Two-Face gets knocked out. Alpha will be seen. Leo Boy misses again. And Alpha is trying to close it. Two-Face is surely going to get eliminated. There's no second opinion in that. Until now, Team Porky Nepal, they were in a good touch, but losing Esports, it all comes down to Crimsons and Scar knocks in. Porky Nepal, they need numbers advantage to convert this game into a winner-winner chicken dinner. They need to save their players. And Team Alliance is right in front of their eyes. With that ridge in between creating so much separation. By the way, K4W gets eliminated, but Mystic Esports, they'll keep on losing their players. Now they are down to 2. And Circle ditches them. They didn't take advantage of the situation, in my opinion. They could have got more eliminations, but just got 4 extra. They had 1 before. So just 4 extra eliminations they'll be securing after having such a great position. They were gatekeeping the circle of maximum teams which were present inside the Long Garden. Probably 4 or 5 teams. That means they were gatekeeping the circle of almost 20 players. But just they could get their hands on 4 players. That is not up to the mark. Now Leo Boy and Tashio has to convert this game at any cost. Because if they don't, then Mystic Esports, it will just be formality left in the last game. Gets sprayed by Tashio. Blue zone is close again. Alliance is ready. Now Tashio needs to focus on Alliance. Where is Leo Boy? Leo Boy needs to help out his teammate. This is going to be a 1v3. Maybe it's so much lower. Tashio deals a really good damage. And he's ready. Navilla gets knocked out. Tashio is on fire. Can he go for this clutch? Maybe will be taken down. And Tashio pulls out the unexpected movement. What? It's game over. Who got that winner chicken dinner? That's 21 guns. 18 elims winner chicken dinner. You gotta be kidding me. What a play that was by Tashio. Hell no. Hell no. But the way he used that cover and mauled Alliance, that was insane. Well, he didn't get a frag there. Thing to note is that he didn't get any frag. He just dealt damage on Team Alliance and they got knocked out. They got knocked out. They got knocked out because of the blue zone. Unlucky. Well, that's the end. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 3. It's going to be a wrangle. Till then, stay tuned. All right, guys, let's head towards the final game. This is the main event of the evening. Arcanic Sunday Funday match number 4. All the teams who are at the bottom of the table are gonna go absolutely nuts in this last game. As we all know, they're gonna play aggressively. The flight path is here, initiating from the southwestern regions of Hospital Western City and finishing off towards the southern regions of Norepnoi. So yeah, a southwestern flight path favoring the southwestern regions of our angle map. And we're going to witness a lot of clashes in the initial stages. Team Alliance is not interested to head towards Kameshki. They're heading towards the western city and they're going to fight Team Blackout there. Team Sage Esports dropping right where the flight path starts on the western edge. MVP Esports heading towards the south. So MVP Esports might collect loot and head towards Team Sage straight away to fight them. Multiple teams heading towards Query, Team AG as well. And it will lead to a drop clash between a lot of teams. G4K still gliding. Maybe they'll head towards Primos. Two teams dropping in Ferry Pier. It's going to be INF Esports. And who are they going to fight? It's going to be Mystic Esports. So yeah, Mystic Esports versus INF. And these two teams are straight away going for a gunfight. Not even a drop clash, but a straight away gunfight between these two teams. So not even in a flute. Fight with all you've got. Mystic Esports is taking the initiative and they're trying to move in closer. We all know what Mystic Esports did in the last game. They got a hashtag too, so you cannot underestimate them. 977 Esports versus K4W on the other side. 977 Esports, they're fading fast, continuously losing their players. They're probably down to 2 players, Taz and Hayes. Can they turn the tide? Fight coming in from Storm coming to Hayes. For now, Haynes and Taz, they need to close in first. And Horsey Esports is going to stab Team 977 Esports in their back. INF Esports with an ugly start. They're down to 3. Tomato will be immediately flushed out. And INF Esports, they're creating the distance. They're avoiding fight for now. They want to get some loot in their hands first. After that, they'll try to fight Mystic Esports. Because Mystic Esports is a talented team. They have a lot of experience and they can win a fight with less loot, but not INF Esports. And they've had a terrible day till now. So INF Esports, at least in this last game, wouldn't want to get eliminated empty-handed. Team Alliance, starting off aggressively caustic. Gets his teammate a frag there. Saps gets that confirmation. Crazy is low. Team Blackout doesn't have much resources. Healing is a problem. Evila from the sidelines gets knocked out. Fiera having an underrated angle there. Caustic gets knocked out too. So Alliance is fading. They're fading fast. Great piece of retaliation there by Team Blackout. Fiera still providing enough cover from the back areas, but Reflect gets knocked out. Crazy. It's a 1v1 fight against Maybe. This is a crucial fight. He needs to win this at any cost. Because if he loses, then Maybe will revive all the players, and Team Alliance will again have a dominant part in this fight. Team Alliance will again be on the dominant side of this fight. Somehow, Reflect gets that revival. Fiera from such a wide open area, he closes in. Reflect gets knocked out. Crazy hops in. Fiera getting low, and Crazy will be taken down. So that was a third party probably by Team Sage. Pearl knocking down Fiera. Team Sage needs to show quickness because they can take down another team. They can eliminate Team Alliance right in the initial stages. Oh gosh, these drop clashes are being a problem for Team Alliance, and especially these third parties happening again and again, not allowing them to initiate a fight peacefully. Jevo gets geysered. G4K down to 3. Such a huge split maintained by G4K. I mean, all the 3 remaining players are going to fight their individual battles. They cannot even provide enough cover to each other. Catalyst gets knocked out. Gets grabbed by ZNT. The whole lineup unleashes on Catalyst. Shadow. Varro is the duo surviving. Varro is way, way away. Shadow. Alright guys, let's head towards the... Shadow isn't making any noise there. Shadow isn't drawing any attention. Just sitting in that corner. But I know what is going on in his mind. He doesn't want to head to his lobby without anything. Probably he'll try to get a frag. Varro will be caught too. ZAT gets their third elimination, assassinating players one by one. By the way, K4W Esports, Team Horsey is going to wipe out their existence out of this game. Doomy, sitting in the corner. Kanku spots him. That's the end. K4W gets eliminated on 16th position. Well, ZNT being baffled by Team AG. Third party happening. Jaden is the last player. And Team AG doing a remarkable job there. ZNT will be put to sleep. 3 of the players will be put to sleep. Shadow. He'll be seen by Jaden from a range, but Jaden doesn't have much chance there to deal a spray and take down Shadow. Maybe he'll just follow him and stab him in his back. Shadow doesn't know what's coming for him. And he cannot even get out of Primus because Team AG has surrounded Primus completely. So it's very difficult to breach their barrier, which they have created in the outer skirts of Primus. Well, a fight happening on the bridge. And Team INF, well, they're showing a lot of resilience here. Swimming and doing a lot of stuff. Running away from a fight in this last game. But they're going to keep one thing in their mind. That whatever they do, nothing is going to change on the points table. Even if they get a winner and a chicken dinner, they're not going to win. And only the winner wins the cash. That is the difficulty here. That's the beauty of Sunday Funday. Chevy Mars, last player. Fight coming in from School Apartment. And the Chevy Mars will be taking down too much smoke. So RTZ gets an early start. And they celebrate too. In style. That is joy. That is ecstasy. Circle number 2 has initiated. Circle was for Eastern Shift. AST is the only team right now present inside the circle. It's really very good for them. Yeah, another team that is present inside the circle will be Q4 Nepal, 4Q Nepal, and AST Esports. They're gonna fight 4Q Nepal for sure. They'll conquer the circle. They'll become the king of the circle. INF Esports, by the way, they ran away from the fight, but eventually met Mystic Esports. And Mystic Esports, they started that fight. They'll end that fight. INF tried their very best to run away, but they couldn't do so. Mystic Esports getting those 4 eliminations. Pala gets knocked out by falling. Astra Creatives. What is Smoke doing there? I mean, he knocked out his own teammates with that grenade. Why did he do that? Well, some fun is happening there. Astra Creatives versus 4Q Nepal, and I guess 4Q Nepal is going to pull a monumental upset here by eliminating Astra Creatives right in the initial stages. Knocks in. Just with a grenade as the star got knocked out. That's not going to bother Team 4Q Nepal for now. And Astra Creatives, they are submissive in this fight. Milieu is knocked out. Maybe he'll get flushed out. He has crawled back to his safe area. He'll get that revival. Slazy shows up. Pew Pew taking care of the other players of 4Q Nepal. He has a sideline angle too, so. Now 4Q Nepal, they cannot step out of their houses. They have to be inside the real estate they have. If they step out, then definitely Pew Pew is going to punish 4Q Nepal. And they wouldn't want to lose this advantage that they are having, but Pew Pew got a chance there. And he missed it. Esports survives. They've landed back on their feet. It's a 4v4 fight now. Mistake Esports on the other side. I guess they're eliminated. Nope. 2 of the players are going to get eliminated. But Leo, I guess he'll get that revival. Leo boy got knocked out by falling. He'll get that revival. 4 elims coming in for Mystic Esports. What happened here, actually? I am not able to understand. 21 guns, they usually drop in Boatyard. And while moving towards the circle, they spotted RTZ Esports and they couldn't control themselves from initiating a battle against them. And Nero is the final player. 21 guns, they've got 2 consecutive winner chicken dinners. They were definitely in contention, but this early elimination is going to pull them down. Team Alliance shows up too, so Niru has a fantastic opportunity to get out of here and get some placement points for his team so that, again, 21 guns, they can become the champions of the Sunday Funday. Sabs takes down the final player. Team Alliance wins this fight. Elimination for Team RTZ. Is Niru gonna run away? It's just a 1v1 fight. He can take the risk. And because of the risk, maybe Team 21 Guns will get another elimination for them. But as I said, 21 Guns, they are in contention. And it's absolutely fine if they don't show aggression in this last game. Because they have a lot to win and a lot to lose. And they already are the head of the table. Brilliant consistency being shown by their side. Especially the last game, they got a winner chicken dinner. Makes it 2 consecutive winner chicken dinners. They can get their third one too. And I've rarely seen teams getting 3 winner chicken dinners out of 4 on Sunday Funday. In a Sunday Funday. Astra Creatives, they've won that fight. That is brilliant. Wow. Astra Creatives showing levels. But now I guess they'll become greedy. They'll want more eliminations in their bag. You cannot bleed in front of a shark. That's the scenario here. They've tasted blood and they love it. They'll want more. By the way, stage 3 has been initiated. Circle moves for a southern shift. A lot of teams are going to move towards the circle from the west. Milta areas. G4K Esports Shadow might get swept by AG as they're on the way to the circle, and they might meet Shadow in the midway. Even Mystic Esports, they're heading towards the western areas. And all those teams are pretty much close. You have to keep an eye on Team Sage because they can go absolutely nuts here. Even they are trying to make an attempt. Niru has the soul on the move. He wanted to head towards a safe area, but now he will forcefully participate in a fight. Did he stop? He didn't stop. He'll continue to move. And he'll get the center of the circle. That is amazing. Mouse over in. They'll be getting out of their den. And now they're on a move. They're straight away heading towards Team Sage. That is incredible. Alliance Esports' last player is closing in too. Wow, Jinx. Taking down 2 players of Mouse Soren. Mouse Soren now completely submissive in this fight. The final player will be taken down too, and Mouse Soren gets eliminated on 9th position. Fabulous job done there by Jinx. The dual knock completely changed the scenario of Mouse Soren. They completely lost their will of winning this fight. AG, they didn't do a third party here. I'm surprised that they didn't, because they wait for some such opportunities, but they didn't grab this one because they were reading the finish feed pretty carefully there, and they knew that Team Sage Esports hasn't lost anything. Either any of their player was knocked out, so that's a good decision. Good game awareness Team AG is carrying in this final game. But should have shown this game awareness. It was the very first game. Niru and Sabs was in a 1v1 fight. Niru and Sabs, they both were in a 1v1 fight. And Niru will win it definitely. But Mystic Esports will be going after Team Astra Creatives. Sexy OG, since he has knocked out a player of Astra Creatives, maybe Mystic Esports is prioritizing a slam in here. Yup. Mystic Esports is moving in. The knocked out player has been revived. Mystic Esports has sensed it. That's why they're stepping a bit behind. And it's a 3v3 fight. It's going to be fun to watch. Hala. The sideline angle. But Mystic Esports completely closes in. The problem here is Hala and Melio, both of them are in a wide open area. Slazy is so much low. He's trying to escape. Melio knocks out the shield. 1v1 against Sexy, and Sexy gets caught. He had no idea about Leo there. And Leo Boy is the final player at Astra Creatives, just like that. They win that fight pretty easily. They'll slay Mystic Esports too. So now Mystic Esports becomes a victim. Another victim. And it's now a close score on the points table. It's 21 guns. They haven't got enough eliminations in this game. And Astra Creatives, they're going nuts They're assassinating players. So if they get good elims and a bit of a chicken dinner, I guess in this last game they can turn the tide. They can turn the table and get that hashtag win for them. It'll be so much frustrating for Team 21 Guns. Niru has to survive. Niru has to get this win of a chicken, and that's the only way 21 Guns can save themselves from this upset. Now Team Aura Gaming, they're going after Team Sage, Reflex. In a sandwich situation, this grenade is going to knock him down. Scar doing a fantastic job, not losing his patience. Scar finishes Reflex. Team Sage, they're down to one last player, I guess. It's Pearl. Pearl is on the west of the circle, far away from Team AG. Road across, but maybe Team AG will travel and close in. And will try to take down Pearl as well. Are all the teams present inside the circle, by the way? Yep. Only Shadow is out of the circle. AG on a hunt. Always the last game is good for Team AG. They always show up when the whole event is over. Here as well, Aura Gaming showing up and everything got over for them. There are no hopes left of winning that hashtag one, and the lobby is so much easy in the final game. They are on Rampage. Pearl will be taken down. Team Sage gets eliminated on 6th position. 5 teams, 10 players. Still Nero inside that house. That big bungalow. But as long as AST is alive, the survival is not going to make any kind of difference for Team 21 Guns. The sooner or later Team Astra Creatives, they're going to get their hands on Nero. They're going to try to flush him out, because they know he's the only competition left in this lobby. And after that, if Astra Creatives just grenades themselves and get out of this game, they'll still become the champions of the Sunday Funday event. But Astra Creatives, they've slowed down the pace of this game. Now, definitely, they want this winner chicken dinner. But in the initial stages of this game, they were okay with getting eliminated. But now, since they've done so much hard work, they don't want to let this game go in vain. So they are trying hard now. That's the bottom line. Stage 5 completely favors Team Astra Esports. Nero moves but catches no attention. Astra Esports will definitely try to check out the edges of the circle. And look at Nero. He leaves his vehicle away and he runs away to a whole new different location. But his display is inside this circle. And the strategy shown by Nero isn't going to help him out. Because if Aura Gaming wants to hold the edge, go straight ahead to his Nero, and that's gonna trap him here. That's a mouse trap. 5 teams, 10 players. This was an aggressive game. AG now, they are moving. Alpha knocking down Slazy. Aura Gaming going after Team Astra Creatives. Alpha changes the scene. Tala very smartly proning and dodging those shots, but gets knocked out. Astra Creatives, just one last player. Milio is surviving, and maybe he'll head towards the edges too. He will try to survive as long as possible. But right now, he's just getting more elims on his mind. He wants to get the retaliation too. It's not just hiding and running away, but he is trying to throw back. Goes for the random spray, makes connection. He becomes a smoke criminal this time. Milio knocks down Alpha. Again now, the revival needs to be provided. Shadow is stated that was a 1v1. Shadow wins. ZNT, they're eliminated on 5th position. Probably their best performance out of 4 games. Just one last Durango. AG lands back on their feet. Circle is favoring them too. Circle moves for a northeastern shift. But AG is going to make all their players sit inside that vehicle, and they're straight away going to go for that slamming on Melio. That attack is coming. But maybe, I guess they're going to head to his Shadow. Yup! Shadow, hello there. Alpha gets his hands on Shadow. Top 3 teams. A 4v1v1 fight. Aura Gaming is gonna head towards a winner chicken dinner. I can smell it. I hope I'm not wrong. Nero will be taken down by Amritaishil. So I guess Astra Creatives, they are getting this Sunday Funday. Oh no, this is gonna be a bad mistake by Aura Gaming. Melio got a charge there, but Melio will be taken down by Scar. That's the end. It is all over. Melio got a chance to trace that vehicle since they collided it with that rock, and the pace slowed down. But that spray was not up to the mark, and that's the end. Aura Gaming in the last game gets that winner chicken dinner with 12 elims. Astra Creatives gets hashtag 2 with 7 elims. That is fantastic. That's the end, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be taking a leave. Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care. I'll be taking a leave, by the way. Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care.